What's going on, figureheads? It is EJ Sparks back on my BS. I know it's been a while, but I am back here today, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Burter and Guldo from the Ginyu Force. We finally get to complete the set of 5, and y'all know how we do on this channel. We take a look at paint and detail, articulation, and scale, and we'll compare it with some other figures, and at the end of the day, I'll let you know if it is worth the buy or not. So I'm going to open this bad boy up, and let's jump right into it. Seatbelts on, let's go. Alright guys, forgive me for the glare on the plastic, and this guy is huge, so I'm trying to get the whole box in here. So let me just go and set him down here. We'll pop out Burter first since he is the main figure, and let's take a look here and see what we are dealing with. Holy hell, his head is very small, but I guess it is accurate. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. Alright guys, at first sight, this guy is a beauty, and he's looking like one of the better ones out of the Ginyu Force. I mean, if you're like me, you've had some issues with these guys with the armor plates staying on and not being able to pose them very well. But so far this guy's looking good. Let's take a look at his detail. Oh, excuse me, I sneezed. Sorry about that. Alright, so first let's take a look at the face first and foremost. Look how good his face looks, guys. Like, he's got that cocky little smirk that he's got in the anime. His head thing right here is looking pretty decent. Let's see, like, he looks like he has a little bit of paint on there, like a few paint aspects. There's not like a whole lot of shading going on, but for what it is, it looks good. Scouter looks good. All the little like scales on his body looks very good. The armor is just like the rest of them, kind of like real glossy. You could kind of see the light bouncing off of there. The bottom looks good, looks like a solid shade of black paint right there, and the boots are looking good. So there's not a whole lot to like really go over when it comes to this guy's detail. Like, he honestly looks good. He could use some paint. They could always use some more paint, but like for what he is, he looks good. He does definitely look anime accurate. I see one thing that I wish that they would have like painted more. So like the ears right here, I think they're usually like pretty dark in the anime, but they didn't really paint that, but no biggie. I think he looks great. I'm gonna jump right into the articulation for this guy. So his head is on, doesn't want to come off. Okay, yeah, it's on a ball peg right there. So we can place the other head on there that he's got with him. Right here you have the head without the scouter. I know that's part of accessories, and we'll jump into that later, but didn't want to just kind of take a look at that. So the neck, there's not a whole lot of moving action going on in the neck there. Let's go ahead and pop this head back on. Pops on fairly easily. He looks down about that much, looks up about that much, so the range is decent, side to side. Let's see, bicep swivel going on here. Always appreciate that. Got his double jointed elbow. Looks really good. Ab crunch. Let's take a look at this. Impressive. The ab crunch goes down pretty well. He can look down that far, and he can bend back about that far. Not too bad. And we got onto the legs. He is on the 2.0 body right here, so that does look very good. Front kicks come up about this much. Side kicks, yes, he can do side kicks. Can he do the splits? Yes, he can. Let's get this camera down a little bit more here. Having technical difficulties here, guys. Anyway, he's able to do the splits, and double jointed knee looks good, and we've got that rocker here going on at the toe joint, and the ankle rocker too. Okay, so articulation, not bad. He moves fairly easily. There wasn't a whole lot that you can do with this guy when it comes to his articulation. Side to side looks good. So yeah, so far so good. I have no complaints. We're gonna jump right into his accessories real quick, and then we'll move on from there. Alright, as for the accessories, we don't got a whole lot going on here, but I'm not complaining because, well, Burter wasn't even in the show that long, so he doesn't have a whole lot that he can come with. But he does have 3 different sets of style pose hands. So he's got like sort of the like karate chop hands right here along with the posing hands. They look very similar, but these are kind of folded up for like his wacky poses, and these are more like for like karate chops. And look at the detail on those. Like, oh, focus, focus, focus. There we go. You can see like the scales and everything on there. Those are done very good. Then we have like the open style hands here for like shooting Ki Blast and holding the Dragon Ball, because he does come with the Dragon Ball. And I really like how like the nails are done on here too, like the real sharp nails. Also, he's got this piece over here that's like for a display stand. So if you have a stand, you can go and plug him in right there. And as I showed you towards the beginning, he's got this other face right here. And you can plug the Scouter onto this face as well. I kind of like this kind of yelling, angry face on him. Looks just as good as the other face. And as for the Dragon Ball, we have the 6-star Namekian Dragon Ball right here. So, pretty decent set of accessories, nothing too crazy. I think the only thing that people would find to complain about if they wanted more would be that he comes with the Ki Blast effect. Otherwise, I think his accessories for this character are just fine. Oh boy, and now for the one that caused a lot of controversy when they first announced this figure. Guldo that comes with him, he is not articulated and people were going ballistic about this. So, his head is articulated, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I'm loving the Guldo face, it literally matches him just fine. And he has like the scales on him too and the creepy little eyes. He's not really painted or anything either, just because he is an accessory. But he does come with, stand up little guy, he does come with a couple of other arms here that you can kind of peg in to do one of his other poses. So I think we're going to go ahead and test that out here and see. Oh, it pops right out. That's cool. Let's make sure I put the right ones on here. See if we can plug it in. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me try this arm here first. Okay, this one plug in right here. Okay, that one plugged in just fine. And then this one over here. Got it. Look at that. Would you look at that? Alright. Look at the little guy. You go, Guldo. So, honestly, for what it is, I do like it as an accessory piece. Would it be nice if he was articulated? Yes, but at the same time, a lot of people were making the point, like, was anybody really going to spend like $60 or $70 on like a Guldo, something like that? Like, maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. But, you know, the Tien Shinhan that's coming out does have an articulated Chaozu, so maybe we could have at least got some leg movement going on here. But the fact that he comes with Burter, I think, is pretty cool, so I have no complaints. Alright guys, and now we're going to do a quick size comparison. And the only person we saw Burter fight in the show was Goku, unless you want to count him fighting Tien Shinhan on King Kai's planet. So I have a Saiyan Raised on Earth Sun Goku right here. And that scaling is pretty darn accurate because the Ginyu Force, for the most part, towered over Goku. So that looks really good. So now we're going to just go ahead and plug in the other guys here. It seemed like Burter and Jace were like the closest to on the Ginyu Force. And so we'll put Jace right there beside him. And oh yeah, that is big time accurate right there because Jace came up to about his waist, so that's perfect. I'm gonna plug in the rest of the guys here to see how they all stand in with each other and see how they look. So please stand by. I'm gonna jump right into that and we'll see what we got. And here we have it, guys. We have the full Ginyu Force right here. We have Guldo, Jace, Captain Ginyu, Recoome, and Burter all standing here. For the most part, the scale is on point. Only small thing, Burter is a bit taller than Recoome, but they made them about the same size here. About the same. Jeez, they don't even fit in this camera, yo. So yeah, they're about the same size. So like for that, like it's not super accurate, but it's not like, you know, Burter towers over Recoome. But you know, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into a final verdict here. If I could be 200% honest, this is one of the better ones from the Ginyu Force, because if you guys are like me, like I mentioned at the beginning, some of these Ginyu Force members were kind of a nightmare. So when it came to Captain Ginyu and Recoome especially, like I couldn't get them to pose properly in some of the poses where they can get displayed. And especially with the Recoome, like the armor piece, like it literally falls off. Like all you got to do is like tap it. Oh, it's not gonna. Yep, there it is. I was gonna say it's not gonna do it now that it's on camera, but falls off so easily. And oh, you see, and Ginyu's was kind of doing the same thing. Right now, Jace was like the least problematic, but this Burter is looking real cool. I was kind of like playing with him and moving him around a little bit just to check out his, you know, articulation and everything. So I really like this one. This one could possibly be my favorite one out of the Ginyu Force, but I am happy to have all 5 of these guys now. So I know this was a shorter review, and I know you guys are waiting on more episodes of Dragon Stars versus SH Figuarts. I promise that it is coming up fairly soon. And oh, I almost forgot. Is it worth the buy? So I would say yes. I would definitely say yes, because especially if you've got some of the other members of the Ginyu Force, or you have all of them, you're gonna want this guy. You really are, because you want the whole gang there, for one. For two, he's just a good looking figure, and he's bigger, so he's just more appealing because of how he looks. But if you missed out on the pre-order when he was running for about $80–90, then you might be out of luck, because now this guy is running anywhere from $190 to $250. So if you miss out on the pre-order, then you know it's a very tragic day in the figurehead game. But you know, I would definitely say he's worth it. So if you can find him at a decent price, definitely grab him and put him in your collection. I give this guy probably a 8.5, maybe even a 9 out of 10. He's almost perfect. We could just use a little bit more shading, and yeah, that's about it. So again, guys, I'm still a growing channel. For all you that do watch and support, I do definitely appreciate you guys. So give this video a like, comment down below, and just give me a subscribe, and I promise more content will come soon. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.